Are there any spirits that could come and talk to me? Oh my God, those are footsteps. I got to the leaping rock. Suddenly something just rushed through me. I know I said I wasn't gonna run this time, but there's only so much I can take. I just saw a freaking light over here. I think maybe they just got sick of me being here. Oh shit, they're throwing shit. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Greetings, I am the Midwest Ghost Hunter. I am currently in Pipestone, Minnesota, on my way to the National Monument. There is said to be Native American spirits haunting the old quarries of this monument. I'm going to be investigating there alone tonight, and I'm pretty excited to see what kind of stuff goes down. It's a little bit cloudy and a little bit windy, and it's supposed to briefly storm, but the rest of the night's supposed to be okay, so hopefully the forecast will cooperate for tonight's investigation, because that would be very unfortunate if it rained all night.
Pipestone, a sacred stone used by the Plains Indians for religious practices. The stone was used to make ceremonial pipes that are said to be a gateway to the spirit realm. According to Sioux legend, a mysterious maiden appeared before a set of tribal leaders, presenting them a peace pipe to utilize as an instrument of prayer. She would then shapeshift into a white buffalo and trot away into the prairie. For centuries, the red stone would be quarried by various native tribes. European explorers would take interest in the land by the 1800s, and it was acquired by the U.S. federal government in 1893. It would be converted into a national park by 1937, preserving quarrying rights for the Indian people.
This is quite a majestic place. I could walk here all day and just admire the beauty. But for as beautiful and as peaceful as this place is, there does seem to be this kind of sense of electricity. I do feel like there is a lot of energy here. It's not like the typical energy that I'm more used to at a lot of the other haunted places I go. It's more of just something is here, and it's just kind of watching me as much as I'm trying to watch it. Right next to me is a tall rock pillar that is known as the Leaping Rock. Indian warriors used to actually jump onto the rock to prove their bravery, and they would take an arrow and jam it into the top of the rock to basically prove that they, in fact, completed the dare.
A grieving maiden whose betrothed was killed in battle is said to have leaped from this rock pillar to her death. Her spirit is said to be sighted at night repeating her deathly leap. Other paranormal claims include sightings of shadow people, sounds of footsteps, ceremonial drums, and disembodied voices.
I actually interviewed some locals while visiting here. One of them, an actual pipe maker that works here, and they are all very interesting stories. So go ahead and take a listen.
I've been in these quarries for 48 years, and I've experienced a few things here, but one of the experiences that I've had was I was in a quarry, and I've been in it for 39 years, and when I'm sitting there having a little frustration with the quartz site, out of my peripheral vision, I would always see a man wrapped in a bear hide holding a bundle. And when I would look, here it's a tree that's standing there. And then I was just, okay, it's a tree. I'll go back to work, you know, I don't know. It happens irregular time. The man will show himself every now and then, and he would do that throughout the summer. And so I finally accepted the fact that it's a spirit that is telling me something. Now I have to be open to it, and I have. And it was a man wrapped in a bear hide telling me that I'm Bear Clan.
I demonstrate at the Pipestone National Monument in a booth, and every once in a while something would come behind me and brush the back of my head, and it would kind of tingle and make my hair stand up, and I'd kind of swish it away, and it'd stop for a minute, and then it would do it again, and it would do it like almost all day one day, and then it wouldn't do it for a while, and then once in a while it'd come back and kind of mess with me again. And this is something you get used to. It was, you know, kind of crazy, but yeah.
Another nameless local recounted their personal experience, however did not wish to be recorded. While walking through the area one night, she reported seeing a black silhouette of a man next to a tree. When she got closer to the figure, it vanished before her very eyes. Spirits are not the only legends inhabiting these grounds, but what are referred to as little people. They inhabit the woods near bodies of water and are known to be tricksters, often playing pranks on humans.
In the same quarry that I was in for 39 years, I saw little people. And when I was out of my peripheral vision again, I would see little people. When I look up, it would be a plant that's about 2.5, 3 feet high, but it was a little person standing there. So this would happen like 3 or 4 days in a row. And it finally, one day, it kind of dawned on me. A little pebble was thrown down into my quarry, and it tink, 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 and it hit me on the back. And I looked up, thought somebody was playing a joke on me. And as I was looking up out of my peripheral vision, I saw a little person. I looked over there, and it was still just a plant. So I sat and thought about this for a while. I'm quarrying, I'm digging dirt, breaking rock, and taking the stone out of the grounds. They are protectors of this. They needed a pipe. So I went home and I carved a little pipe and I hid it out there. Only they know where it's at. And this has happened several times to me. I have 9 pipes hidden out in this prairie.
If you ever walk the trails of this monument, every once in a while you'll encounter trees with these pieces of cloth, and you might wonder to yourself, what are these strange pieces of cloth that are tied to these trees? Well, these are sacred spiritual offerings that a lot of the natives still leave even to this day. Some of them are actually tied into pouches, and a lot of times they'll contain tobacco. Hearing all the stories, perhaps it's not only the living that are continuing these practices. Perhaps the spirits are here to continue their traditions even after death. It's definitely very interesting to think about it, and I honestly get chills from just the thought of what kind of stuff is going to go down tonight. Alright, so before I begin investigating, I do have to say that if I'm in search of Native American spirits, there's obviously going to be a language barrier, so I'm going to stick to basic questions. Other than that, I'm really just going to keep silent for most of this investigation, just see if anything unusual happens, which, I mean, I'm already jumpy. I mean, this place, it's a nice place. I'm sure there is no malicious spirits here. I'm not worried about being attacked or anything. But even with all that in mind, this place at night is scary. Hello? Oh, it's a bat. Heard it squeaking. Is there anybody here? If you can understand me, could you say something? Are there any spirits that could come and talk to me? Oh, shit, I almost fell. Holy moly. Gotta be careful. Those are footsteps. Gotta go up there. There's nothing. There's nobody up here. There's nothing. Holy shit. Those are some clear footsteps I heard up here. Hello, is anyone up here? Wow, I hope to God I captured those. Those are some clear footsteps up here, and there is nobody up here at all. And that's one of the claims. Disembodied footsteps. And I just heard it. Got a digital camera. Hopefully some anomalies show up. I'm gonna be taking photos everywhere. I better keep an eye out for the little people too. That's another thing they say goes on here. Dude, that was legit a green ball of light. Ah, shit, I doubt I caught it. It's coming from right over here somewhere. Holy shit, that was insane. I hope I caught it on camera, but I got a feeling I didn't. I just wasn't pointing it, and my photo didn't happen until afterward. I'm not seeing anything else. That was freaking cool what I saw, but I don't know if I caught it. Maybe if I look close, maybe. Alright, so right behind me is the Leaping Rock. This is where the maiden has been sighted making her deathly leap from the top. I have a feeling you wouldn't know what I'm saying or speak my language, but if you do understand me, could you show yourself? I'm very sorry that you felt the need to commit suicide. I can only imagine what kind of pain you were going through. Maybe it's like a residual kind of haunt. Because if you think about it, if it repeats itself over and over, that's kind of like residual. That's not so much intelligent. So she may not even hear me. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you over here more. I just heard like a whine. It was like a whining noise. It just did it again. Hello? Is there somebody that needs help? Dude, that was like coming from above me. There's a lot of ambient noise, so I really, really hope that my EVP captured that, because I heard it pretty clear with my own ears, so I feel like it should have captured it. That was freaking nuts. I'm not even sure what the heck that was. Oh my God, what the fuck was that? That was a weird noise. It sounded almost musical. Hello? Where in the hell would that have come from? Oh, holy shit. There's the top of Leaping Rock. Oh shit, the throwing shit. Oh fuck. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Alright guys, I don't want to end this prematurely, but they're throwing shit and I do not want to get hit. first I heard like music almost, and then I got to the leaping rock and it was towards the top, and I got this weird feeling. It was like kind of like I got lightheaded for a second, and I didn't really say anything because I just kind of felt like in a daze, and then suddenly something just rushed through me, and it scared me so bad. I don't know. I know I said I wasn't going to run this time, but I'm a little disappointed in myself. Jesus Christ. There's only so much I can take. And then freaking suddenly rocks were freaking flying from somewhere. I could hear them. And they sounded big too. I was not about to mess around with that. Admittedly, it wasn't as scary as Sandhaven. That place is, I don't know if anything will ever top that place as far as scary factor. I don't know. I think maybe they just got sick of me being here. Who knows? But it doesn't feel like anything here is malicious. It feels just very spiritual. It feels like they come here and they just must have been wondering what the heck I was doing here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video anyway. It was a lot of fun investigating this place. A lot of crazy stuff went down tonight. And I am so excited to look on the footage and see what might have showed up.
So I reviewed all of the evidence for the Pipestone National Monument investigation. Now my first encounter was hearing disembodied footsteps running across the rock wall. You can actually hear the sound of the feet making contact with the rock, and then it goes into the grass. And of course I searched up there. There's nobody up there at all. It was pretty dark, but it was still light out enough where I could actually see out pretty far, and if anyone was out there I'd be hearing them running further still, because there's just endless grass for about a good mile or so, I'd guess. So there is no explanation whatsoever for these footsteps. Take a listen. Now this next piece of evidence is also stunning. This time it's visual evidence. That's like my favorite evidence to capture. You can see this ball of light manifest from thin air. It moves slightly to the left and it's just boom, gone. This is a stunning piece of video here. I did not see this at the time. I would actually later see a ball of light with my own eyes, and I can say that that ball of light looks pretty similar. I wouldn't say it looks a little more bright than the light I saw. The light I saw looked a little more dim, but the fact that I captured this ball of light before I actually saw it with my own eyes makes me really believe that I actually did see that green ball of light when I was going to take that photo. Now, about me seeing the green ball of light, I did not capture it on camera, and I tried my best to take a photo. It did not take it in time. I did not capture it at all, like whatsoever. You can't even see a trace of it or nothing. So it's kind of sad, but I feel better because I actually captured probably something better. I think that ball of light in the still video was much more clear and compelling than a photo of it. So it all worked out in the end. So my next occurrence was at the Leaping Rock. Now this was a weird experience. It seemed pretty quiet at first. I wasn't sensing anything and there wasn't anything going on, and suddenly from above me I hear this weird sound. It sounds like a female either moaning or whining. Take a listen, you guys. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. So after this occurrence, things kind of shifted. It really started to feel like I was not alone. It felt like there was multiple spirits all around me. It just felt like I was being watched from every angle. And well, I actually hear and capture something that kind of basically confirms my suspicions that I'm not alone in this place.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that? Oh.
Very weird piece of audio right there. You could hear flute music out in the woods. Just imagine that. There is nobody out there at all. I'm alone, and suddenly, just music. Very strange, but it does fit with the paranormal claims and the history of this place. Now, I reached the top, and I'm actually near where the leaping rock is, where I previously heard a female voice. And I suddenly began feeling lightheaded. It really kind of felt like I was dreaming. That's the best way I could describe it. It just felt like things were no longer real, and I felt like I could have just walked off of that edge and there would have been no repercussions. Suddenly I felt something go right through me. That's the best way I could describe it. It didn't feel physical. I didn't feel like I was really pushed. It just felt like something went through me. I was pretty startled by it. I wasn't so much scared. I just felt like this was a message that maybe I should leave. And I took its message and I left. Not before I start hearing the sounds of rocks, like being thrown or falling. I don't know what the heck was going on. I don't know if it was just natural or something was throwing rocks, but all I know is I heard the sounds of rocks clanking and I associated it with something being thrown at me. You could actually hear the rocks pretty faintly. They sound really strange on the audio, and I apologize. The audio in this video is very just off. It's also the same in the Calumet video. The voice recorder I was using was not very good. After this video, the audio will improve drastically. But unfortunately, the sounds, some of them, they sound a little off. And that includes these rocks. You can really just tell the audio is kind of strange sounding. But at least I did capture them. So take a listen.
Oh shit, they're throwing shit. Oh fuck. Oh shit, they're throwing shit.
So, is the Pipestone National Monument haunted? I definitely believe that there's some spiritual activity going on there. The activity towards the end, it could lead someone to think that maybe there's something malicious there or some negative activity going on there. Honestly, I don't really think so. I did not feel like threatened by anything. It just was kind of startling, the experiences. As far as the energy going through me, I'm honestly not sure what the heck to make of that. It didn't feel like something attacked me. It just felt like, ooh, you know, just suddenly. I took it as a warning. I felt maybe they were just kind of tired of me being there, because I was there for a long time. I was there for quite a few hours. It's a very beautiful location. It's got a beautiful waterfall, beautiful rock formations, and the history, it's just amazing. But yes, I do think there is ghostly activity. I mean, there's just too many things that happened that were just solid. I mean, the footsteps alone, along with the ball of light, is enough for me to say that this place has spirits. But there was more on top of that, so definitely, yeah. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, comment your thoughts on the evidence, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos of me investigating by myself at scary locations. I am the Midwest Ghost Hunter, and I hope to see you on the next one.